If I may draw your attention to this picture once more. If the man was knocked in the direction of the shelf the jar was sitting on, what would he have hit? The knife? The suit of armor? Oh shit. And since the man who was knocked into the armor was carrying a broken knife, he would have had to have been Neil Marshall wielding the King of Prosecutors trophy. What? There's another possibility of what actually transpired in this room. Of course, the perpetrator would have had no idea, but nevertheless, did Emma accidentally push him into a knife? Oh my god. Oh no! Oh no! No! If events took place as the defense theorizes, then the outcome is obvious. In that moment, assuming the man Emma Skye knocked away was actually prosecutor Neil Marshall. Oh no. Oh no. This poor girl. So what did she see with him raising the knife? Mr. Marshall died because of me. Oh my god. This poor girl. Oh no. I feel like that's fair cause to pass out. I never imagined her testimony would lead to this. So it was the witness who took the victim's life and then proved so with her own testimony. Oh, it's so sad. No one cares that she just dropped to the floor? What are you saying? Sorry, Miss Guy, but given the circumstances... Joe Tark murdered Prosecutor Marshall. How can you think it was Emma? How dare you try to pin the crime on her? Imagine that coming from you. If you recall, it was you who admitted to forging evidence 2 years ago. The reason you moved Prosecutor Marshall's body was to keep anyone else from finding out what Emma did, wasn't it? I assure you, Mr. Edgeworth, I have no idea what you're talking about. If you hope to have anyone believe your insane allegations, I'm afraid you're going to have proof. Is it unprecedented? I mean, every Phoenix Wright case tends to end with the murderer revealing themselves. Yeah, you're not wrong. Tell me, do you have any conclusive evidence that proves my sister killed Neil Marshall? I'm willing to bet you don't. Yes, it would be difficult to prove this with evidence. If we don't have evidence, then we'll have to rely on testimony. I'm afraid that won't work in this case. Both parties involved in this incident are dead. Certainly can't get dead people to testify. It's been a wild goose chase. Touche, Miss Guy. Of course, that only leaves us with one possibility. What do you mean? I mean the possibility that the victim has left us a message. Okay, that's a bit of a stretch. Bring in Maya. Yeah. I'm sure we could get dead people to testify if we wanted. Yeah, with Maya, exactly. For better or for worse, Mr. Marshall did not die instantly. He may have left behind the name of the person who took his life. In one manner or another. Oh god. This is sad. This is a little upsetting. A message from the deceased. Does such a message exist? Where? He wrote Leon. He wrote Leon on the wall backwards. Oh, that's so funny. I don't know, man. You can think if there was some girl named Noelle at the same time as that case, who could it be? I don't know what that means, Bells. Is it written on here? I mean, that doesn't look like anything. Remember we were talking earlier about two people speaking the same language but not understanding each other? Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I feel right now. That's like 90% of Belle's communication. Oh, that's so funny. Weapon found in wound was missing tip. I have no idea. Clear handprints seen on the leather cloth. Print belongs to Emma. I think I'll keep this information to myself. I have no idea. I have no idea at all. The real murderer's name that the victim may have left behind. I mean, I feel like why would he bring it up if it wasn't a thing, right? It's gotta be here. I just don't know what it is. Right? I'm just gonna say the knife. Do not be mistaken, Miss Guy. Our purpose is not to accuse Emma of any crime. There's only one thing we seek, the truth. No matter how painful it may be. This is the message from the deceased. Right. Now then, this is the message from the judge. Damn it! Oh no. I am not doing that fucking puzzle part over again. I don't care if I only have one block of health left. What do you mean? That was fun. Yeah. Best time of the whole playthrough, if you ask me. What could he have possibly... The glove? Oh, there we go. It's gonna just speak the killer's name. That thing could, I'm sure it would. A message was left here on the surface of this jar. Okay, well, I couldn't see the message, but I knew there was one. It's always written in blood. There's the Bring Me the Horizon was right. It was written in blood. If you look closely, you can see a faint trail of blood on the jar. Notice, for some reason, the blood on some of the fragments was not wiped away. You were half right, Sarah. Bloodline here. These dots were once lines. Used the few precious moments left to him to leave behind a message. But blood must have seeped into the jar where the lines changed directions. What? Precisely so. All we need to do is connect the dots, and the victim's session will become apparent. Oh no. Oh god. Oh. This is sad. I don't want to do this. I don't want to implicate Emma. Damn. Fuck.
Take that!
Oh, no. That's why all I've been thinking about is saving Lana. After all my efforts, I never thought it would turn out like this. With the power of the DS, you found the answer. Oh, why would he do that? Why did he need to implicate her? He could have just left well enough alone. Bad news is she'll never recover from this trauma, but the good news is it probably won't go on her permanent record. That's fine. You can get that shit expunged when you're 18. That'll be fine. But you can't expunge the trauma. Man. What a bummer. You know, Edgeworth would have been all, well, who then? That's true. Neil was just like, this new Edgeworth guy is really pissing me off. I know he's going to cause problems when I die. Of all people, she may not have meant it, but in the end, the one who took the victim's life was Emma Skye. Oh. Oh no. I mean, it was an accident, so maybe he did that to make it obvious it wasn't someone else. Yeah, true. Seaworthy, can't say I didn't warn you. You know that's Gant. Yeah, that's motherfucker. I don't like this, because this guy still sucks. I still fucking can't stand this guy. Do you understand the implications of what you've done? 2 years ago, Joe Dark was sentenced to death. He was convicted because of his final murder. I believe you were the prosecutor in the case, were you not? Yes, Worthy. Because of you, an innocent man was sentenced to death. Oh, you're just here to make everyone feel bad. Not only that, but you used forged evidence to ensure his conviction. Yeah, who let this guy in? You know this place has no guards. Yeah, when he asked for the bailiff before, no one responded. Joe Dark really was a serial murderer. That's undeniable. I'm afraid that's not important. Didn't you know we aren't defenders of justice? We're merely keepers of the law. Sentencing a man to death is no light matter, even if there wasn't any cover-up or evidence forgery. Ultimately, the responsibility falls on the prosecutor in charge. Despite what anyone may say, this fact cannot be denied. Oh, dear. I mean, he wasn't innocent. He just didn't kill Neil. Theoretically. The gavel's pounding fell on deaf ears. Unable to settle the crowd, the judge declared a recess. Where this trial is headed, no one knows. To be continued. Jeez, man. The happiest jingle you've ever heard in your life. Well, that's so funny. Oh my god. Sorry, Edgeworth, didn't mean to get you in trouble. It's my problem, not yours. Hope I'm not interrupting anything, pals. Oh, guess I am. I'll come back later. Okay, well, good to see you. Yeah. Emma killed a man to the tune of the jingle. Emma killed a man. Oh, no. Hey, bud. Oh, you look down. You got a lot of nerve, pal, making a detective run around while on duty. And to top it off, you call me here? I've seen happier people at funerals. Take it Lana's having you run errands again? Let me tell you, this is the last time, pal. Here, she asked me to give you this. Give this to you if there was a break in today's trial. Evidence law. It looks like a children's book. It's the only 2 rules of evidence law we have in this society. A book for dummies, yeah, evidence law for dummies. She said if you're planning to take him on, you're gonna need this book. Alright. All that's left now is the chief prosecutor's sentence. Haven't you figured it out yet? Why I'm still sitting in that prosecutor's seat despite all these allegations being thrown at me? The real trial today hasn't yet begun. What else is there left to do? Your credibility's all been all but ruined with this forged evidence you were unaware of. Emma Skye found out she unwittingly caused a man's death, and now you're telling me you want to do more? You gotta be kidding me, pal. You're missing the point. Lana didn't murder Detective Goodman. She merely stuck a knife into his dead body. That means the real killer is still out there. And we're gonna expose him no matter what it takes. Case has hurt too many people. It's time to bring it to an end. Alright. Hi, buddy. Aw, Rocky's upset. Rule number 1, no evidence shall be shown without the approval of the police department. Rule 2, unregistered evidence presented must be relevant to the case on trial. Okay. That's fine, I can do that. Rocky does love Emma. He's upset. He's nervous. He's worried for her. The inquiry committee is planning to impose harsh penalties for your actions. Elegant as ever. Thank you for the news. Normally, this is where the prosecution calls forth a witness, but this isn't easy to say. There's some concern that you may have struck a bargain. You think I may have manipulated the witnesses? I didn't say that. Just, everyone's been talking. You know what Prosecutor Skye said to me underneath the bleachers the other day? That's what this shit sounds like. That being the case, the prosecution will allow the defense to call forth all further witnesses. There's no precedent for what you're proposing. Undeniably, this is an unusual arrangement, but a very effective one. Alright, let's go. Good, I mean, he's a smart guy. He knows what he's doing. I'm following his lead on this one. This is your last chance. If you call the wrong witness, this trial's as good as over. Ah, shit. Oh, the real murderer. Scant. Take that! Damon Gant. The defense calls Damon Gant to the stand. As the defendant's partner 2 years ago, Mr. Gant has first-hand knowledge of the crime. I feel we should hear what he has to say about it. As luck would have it, he should still be in the courthouse. We would also be least likely to have been manipulated, but he would have also been least likely to be manipulated by me in any way. Wouldn't you agree, Your Honor? All right, bailiff, please escort Mr. Gant to the stand. Just no security guard. It's just literally just Gant just comes in on his own. The judge is just a little bit off his rocker. Please state your name and occupation. Okay, just on my way to lunch. Yada, yada, yada. No smart ass. Just fucking... Just say it. You're wasting time. Oh my god, this fucking guy. Just fucking... My name's Damon Gant. I'm acting chief of police. Good for you. Now then, Chief Gant, the court requests to hear your testimony. Alright. Just fucking tell us what's going on. You're being facetious. I cannot wait to put this dude in the news. Oh my god, I know. He's so obnoxious. Let's just fucking get over with. He's almost as bad as Von Karma. Von Karma annoyed me more, I think, but old men in Phoenix Wright universe be pissing me off. I don't have to give it if I don't want to. Okay. Don't worry, I'm not here to hinder your trial. Just remember, if this turns out to be a big waste of time, don't say it and warn you. Yeah, bragging rights and whatnot. Alright, give us your real testimony. I mean, it's gonna be a lie, but that's fine. As I recall, Neil and I were questioning him that day. To make a long story short, we slipped up. That power outage didn't help either. That's it? Oh, okay. When I went to my office, I found Lana there. Apparently, she had already arranged the crime scene. As you can see, I had nothing to do with the forgery. Okay, but did you already know? Him? He was lying unconscious on the floor. Sad. When Emma sent Neil flying, it seems Dark bumped his head. Everything seems pretty clear-cut. Okay. I don't want to press because I don't want to hear this guy talk more, but I guess we have to. What do you mean you slipped up? He ran after him, but Dark made it to the elevator first, so Neil and him split up. Went upstairs and downstairs. He got lucky. Okay. Is this about a power outage? This dude did not even attempt to live. He hit that knife. It was just like, I'm gonna lean into this. This is my fate now. I accept it. Elevator stopped all of a sudden and I got the shock of my life. Probably not as shocked as Neil was when that knife went into his heart, though. Hey, that's pretty insensitive. What an asshole. How can you know that? Because the victim's body has already been moved. Suit of armor is what stabbed him. Yeah. So you're saying that the forgery had already taken place by the time you arrived at your office. Can understand how Lana must have felt. Moving a body and hiding evidence are inexcusable no matter what the circumstances. Staring at the witness won't do you any good, Mr. Wright. Okay. Maybe the piece of leather that was in his safe? And he's gonna say it wasn't approved, so we can't use it, and then we can say that it's the number 2 rule, which is that it's relevant to the case. I just want to see one shocked animation from this guy. I just want to throw him off a little bit. Idea right out of the second rule of evidence law. Yeah, no, yeah, see, I fucking told you so. I got it. What? What do you mean? It's relevant because it has Emma's fingerprints on it. I fucking hate this guy. Okay, maybe this is the one. The jar. Evidence list I presented earlier. Yeah, there we go. They're both concrete proof that you also played a part in the illegal investigation. So you admit to it then that you were involved? God, he's so annoying. You were the one who snuck into my office when you found this evidence. Prosecutors aren't the only ones capable of forging evidence, you know? Defense attorneys can do so too. However, Detective Gumshoe was present during the investigation. Not even detectives are exempt from the law. Rest assured, Dick will receive his due punishment. Oh my god. What is that noise outside? What the fuck is that? I think there's just a really loud truck outside my apartment. Yes, well, in light of the detective's disappearance, please give me... did he say disappearance? Whatever word that was. Please give us your testimony regarding these pieces of evidence found in your office and their relation to the forgery that took place. Kids these days no longer know how to put 2 and 2 together. Okay. Jar, fragment, and a list. For all I know, you could have planted them in my office. Anyway, you can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. If they were found after Dark was convicted, then they're worthless. There's no reason I'd participate in the forgery. Rearranging the crime scene wouldn't help me out in any way. When investigating the crime scene, you should have been more careful to observe protocol. You do understand that I'm the chief of police, right? There will be consequences. Indeed, I believe I will press charges so you won't make the same mistake again. This guy fucking sucks. Okay. it's gotta be something suspicious about a dude who's in with the judge. Like, I can't trust that. Could have planted them in an office. You can't prove when those pieces of evidence were discovered. Can't press charges from the grave. Can't press charges from the grave, old man. I would also appreciate if he'd stop making these ridiculous allegations. I'll have you know, back in the day, I once broke into a cattle ranch and tipped. Oh my god, really trying to prove himself. If you have proof to the contrary, you're gonna need it later. What else? I'm talking about when Wright's prints are found. Yes, if they're found inside my safe, they would prove that his investigation was illegal. I don't know about that. What do you mean? Hypothetically, suppose I did place those items in there. Wouldn't necessarily constitute forgery. Objection, you're an asshole. If concealing evidence found at a crime scene isn't forgery. I'm not through speaking yet, Righto. It all depends on when the evidence was discovered. Wasn't discovered in the initial investigation? How could that possibly be? It would appear not. After all, it wasn't listed in the evidence list. For all we know, it could have suddenly materialized the day after Dark was sentenced. Oh, and wouldn't that be convenient? Oh, good for you. The chief is talking about a possibility, so as long as you can't rule that out, your remarks, however clever they may be, will only succeed in wasting time. Alright. How can you look me eye in the say that? 'Cause I'm medicine. Remember, who was it that murdered Neil? I'm not sure I care for the word murder here, but in the end, the person responsible for Mr. Marshall's unfortunate demise was Emma Skye. Well, now do you see? There's one very large benefit you've reaped from all of this. That would, of course, be the position you have, Chief of Police. The resolution of the SL9 incident secured your promotion to Chief. That in itself is sufficient motive. Okay, alright, with the fucking theatrics. That's a good one. Do you really think I'm that incompetent? Even without that case, I was already in line to become the next chief. The resolution of SL9 merely sped up the inevitable a little. Yes, he was gonna be made chief anyway. Be careful when pointing that finger or you might wind up being the one pointed at. So that means there's only one possible motivation for you to commit forgery. If you didn't do it for yourself, then you did it for someone else. I don't care if he did it for Emma. I don't care if he did it for Lana. I don't care if he did it for anyone else. I still think this guy sucks. Only 3 people to look out for, me, myself, and I. Very creative. Oh, gee, would you mind if I change my testimony a little? Oh, okay. I wouldn't be anyone's accomplice if there was nothing in it for me. Nothing in it for you. Well, you would become chief of police, and then you could... If you helped Lana and made her the chief prosecutor, then she would always owe you for helping her, so she would just do whatever you said. If you think I felt sorry for her, you'd better think again. You're right, you don't feel sorry for anyone. Be tough on crime and tough on people, that's how I was raised. What did we say last stream about him making comments about, like, oh yeah, that would get you 6 across the ass if you did that when I was a kid? That's what he is. You seem to be lax enough on yourself, though. That's a good one, Worthy. Yeah, he helps Lana.
Take that!
6 what across the ass? That's what I would say also, but... Chief Prosecutor Lana Skye, the defendant? Yep. Because then she would owe him. That reason, of course, is self-profit. After the SL9 incident was resolved, Lana Skye was appointed chief prosecutor at the prosecutor's office. The person who arranged this job change was you, Chief Gant.